Shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Brakatham to you, hopefully elect. Just wanted to do a video real quick. Just going into wisdom, and because, being that we're in this current setup, all right, under Esau's rulership, everything's corrupted, everything's polluted. And, that because, the whole earth is under Esau's vibration right now. So, that includes our women, the so-called Native American, Indian, Hispanic and Negro woman. The Israelite woman, she's completely tainted. All right. And with that being said, she's bound to do us wrong, and of course, because this, it's a part of bearing the Lord's indignation. We got to deal with women that will never fully commit to us, because, at the end of the day, our women, they don't belong to us. They belong to Esau, Edom right now. So they're bound to do us wrong. Well, when it comes to this woman, she'll never do us wrong, man. She'll never fail us. You see? And I just wanted to go through a few precepts, because we can always count on wisdom. We can always count on her to be there for us, to comfort us, to guide us. And the scriptures, describe, wisdom is likened unto a feminine spirit. So when we start off with Wisdom of Solomon 7:7, it says, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I prefer her before sceptres and thrones, and esteem riches nothing in comparison of her. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before." So you see, nothing's more valuable than wisdom, not even gold and silver. Nothing can compare to the virtue that wisdom, what she brings. You see, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go to this in the book of the Song of Solomon, chapter 1, I'll start at verse 7. "Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. But why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions?" Because you see, it said, "Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth." All right. You see, so above all things, man, wisdom should be our desire. Above all things, man. We gotta want wisdom. We gotta desire wisdom, because again, her virtue is priceless, right? When we read verse 8, it says, "If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tents." So you see, man, it said, "O thou fairest among women." So you see, stones, gold, silver, even when it comes to actual women, and nothing's more fairer, nothing's more comely and beautiful than wisdom. Well, as some brothers affectionately call Sophia, which comes from the Greek word. When you look up the word wisdom, the etymology of the word wisdom, all right. Basically, in short, some brothers refer to it as Sophia. All right. You see, so again, above all, precious stones, gold, silver, even actual women, nothing is more fairer, nothing's more beautiful and comely than Sophia. All right. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and 10, it says, "I loved her health and beauty, and those to have instead of light. For the light that cometh from her never goeth out. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands." So you see, because it said, "For the light that cometh from her never goeth out." So you see, man, wisdom, she's never gonna, in a relationship, things may go dry, You know, things may become routine. You might get comfortable. You know, the husband and wife, they might get comfortable. All right. Things might get dull. Well, with wisdom, it's never going to be like that. All right. It's always going to be um, forgot the word for it, but it's always going to be something when it comes to Sophia. It's always going to be something. It's never going to get dull. It's never going to be a dry moment. All right. Because, hey, wisdom is from the, might be in the same chapter, but wisdom is the, from the throne of the Heavenly Father, man. Let me see if I can real quick. Just bear with me real quick. Real quick. If I can look this up real quick. Just showing that wisdom, you know, she comes directly from the throne, the Heavenly Father's throne. So, you know, this is I think this is it. No, that's not it. But nevertheless, moving on again, because wisdom, she comes directly from the throne of the Heavenly Father. So with that being said, there's never a dull moment. There's never a dry moment. Things are never going to get sour. All right, when it comes to the relationship with Sophia, man, it's never going to get, her light's never going to go out. So when you read verse 12, it says, "And I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them." All right, so just the point being that, again, in verse 10 it said, and when it mentioned how for the light that cometh from her never goeth out. All right, so hey, wisdom, she's hey, she's never gonna fail. All right, she's never gonna do us wrong. She's never gonna let us down. You know, go to this in, because when it comes to Sophia, man, when it comes to wisdom, there's got to be a real intimate relationship with her. You got to get nasty with her. Intimate with her. Like you would with a real woman, right? It says, going to Wisdom of Solomon 8 and starting at verse, Wisdom of Solomon 8. I'm going to start at verse, I'll start at verse 9. It says, "Therefore I propose to take her to me, to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things and a comfort in cares of grief." So you see, man, because, hey, Jake, trying to, get the girl over to the crib or whatnot, and, basically wife her up, and, because, a woman, she's supposed to be that pillar of rest, and this is something that, as much as we may try to fight it, because again, the women on this side right now, man, they're just completely gone. But nevertheless, Jake be having those urges, because Jake needs comfort. Jake is bad enough for the Israelite man. What the Israelite man has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Jake needs comfort, and again, a woman, she's supposed to be that pillar of rest, right? Well, hey, put that same energy towards obtaining wisdom and desiring wisdom. And hey, like I said, I'll read it again. "Therefore I propose to take her to me, to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things and a comfort in cares of and grief." So you see, because again, wisdom, she's never going to fail us. She's never going to let us down. In the times of discomfort and in times of grief, wisdom, she's going to be there. And just picturing it like, you had a rough day at work. You come home to the rib, come home to your woman, and, you know, she's running your bath water, got your food ready, and rubbing your feet, and you just lay your head on her breast, and she's just rubbing your head, and she's just comforting you. You see, well, I mean, because there are a few exceptions to the rule. There are, a few brothers that have that luxury, but as a majority, they listen. Like I said, brothers are lacking. Brothers is deprived. Like I said, that same energy, and trying to obtain that on the physical level, with an actual woman, we can get that spiritually. When we obtain wisdom, she will be a comfort to us. She will never fail us, man. She'll never let us down. No, she'll never let us down, man. So I'm gonna go to the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. Um, Sirach chapter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read chapter 4, Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 4. Man, there's a lot of good stuff, man. Dealing with wisdom. Man, okay, so I'm gonna read Ecclesiasticus chapter 4. I'll read verse 12. He that loveth her loveth life. Again, talking about wisdom. It says, and they that seek her, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. All right, because um, dealing with wisdom, man. Before we came into this truth, we had all these questions. Because Jake, man, did you be catching hell? Even Jake in the world, Jake just catching hell. It's just like, why is this? Why is it so? Well, listen, when we wake up to this truth, and it all comes through wisdom, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, through wisdom, we understand, and we understand why things are the way they are, and knowing that it's not going to be like this forever. You see, all these things, it brings us comfort. And even with that being said, through all the hell that we catch, the tribulation, everything that we got to deal with, is just we're at peace for the most part. Because again, man, you know, looking forward to that lively hope, man. Again, knowing that it's not going to be like this forever. We just gotta, deal with what we gotta deal with for a little time. But hey, you see, because as a matter of fact, real quick, I'm gonna go to this real quick, because when it comes to wisdom, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to Ecclesiasticus 4. I'm gonna read verse 17. It says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. And you see, because again, it's like an actual woman. Hey, you gotta take her out, and you basically you gotta prove herself before you just to put it in from a fleshly standpoint. You try to get the box, man. Hey, you gotta take her out on a few dates, and you know you basically you gotta impress her and whatnot. Because hey, the scriptures tell you wisdom doesn't dwell in a malicious soul. you know and reading on, it says, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. So you see, hey, it says, but if we go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own mind. Give him over to his own ruin. So you see, man, you know, like I said, man, the same way you try to, impress and please these women out here, man. Running after these women. That's the same thing. Put that same energy towards Sophia, this woman that'll never do us wrong. She'll show us her secrets, man. Because Jake, 2/3, hey, they're blinded, because again, even 2/3 of our people, a lot of them, they have questions. They're seeking for truth. All right. But hey, I was going to get this if I could find it. Because the scriptures tell you how wisdom, she doesn't reveal herself to many. You know, see if I can find that real quick. Just bear with me if I can find that. Yep. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 22 says, "For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many." So you see, man, hey, wisdom, she just doesn't, reveal herself to anybody. You see, like I said, man, because Jake out here is they're looking for answers or whatnot. But hey, like I quoted, wisdom, she doesn't deal in the malicious soul. You see, so let me get another one real quick. Just bear with me. Bear with me. So yeah, man, wisdom, she'll never, like I said, you might think that you got a good woman now, and that's not to say that, there are a few decent ones out there. But, hey, just know and understand, on this side, Satan is dealing with the Israelite woman, all right? So, don't expect her to, fully, commit to you, because it's just not going to happen, man. At some point, hey, she'll say, hey, the scriptures say, marvel not that you trespass against thee. Don't be surprised if your woman, she's, rebellious and just going against the will or whatever, man. She breaks your heart, whatever, But this woman, she's never going to let us down, all right? She's always going to be there to comfort us and lift us up, That's why I'm going to read this in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 11:1. It says, "Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low decree, and maketh him to sit among great men." So you see, man, all right. You see, like I mentioned, in our time of grief, and just, like I mentioned, the example that I use, you come home from a long day, and, your rib, she's got food cooked for you, and bath water and all that. You go to lay on her head, or you go to lay on her chest, and she's caressing your hair, and stuff like that. Right? But hey, on that same note, she could be out committing adultery while you're at work. You see, but this woman, she's never gonna let us down, man. She's always gonna be there for us. She's always gonna be there. We can lay, we can depend on her, man. She's not gonna let us down, man. She'll never do us wrong. This is the only woman that'll never do us wrong, man. And above all, hey, her virtue is unmatched. Her virtue is priceless. So above all things, hey, desire wisdom, man. Seek wisdom. She shall fill you with joy, like that, as I read. But I just wanted to do this quick video. Hopefully it was edifying, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Awashai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahweh Bashem Awashai Brakatham to you, hopefully elect. Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.